What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and I'm bringing you some Battlefield 3 beta gameplay. I'm going to get into a couple things that are really going on with this game, a couple concerns that hopefully are just sold up. I mean, they're not major concerns, they're really minor concerns, actually. But what you're looking at is a Metro map. They gave everybody one map to play on, and so far, Rush is the only map that you're able to play, or the only game style, sorry, that you're able to play at the moment. Hopefully, I did read that they were going to have 3 different types of game styles, so hopefully they unlock them like incrementally throughout the beta and then get different testing on different things. And one thing everybody has to realize is this is a beta. This isn't a tournament. This isn't a first look or a demo. This is a beta, and I think a lot of people forget that a beta is for testing before release. This isn't the final product. So that being said, there is textures missing. There are like destructible environments that I think should be destructible that aren't currently. I think some of that was left out. They also said that the graphics aren't fully unlocked for the beta yet, so that's something to take into consideration. And it even looks good without the graphics being fully unlocked. But you know, for graphic mongers and everything else, you are going to see missing textures and some weird things happen. And as well as there are a few holes in the ground. Especially in this first part of the map, there's a few holes in the ground that you sink into, that you can crawl into. Your character goes sideways and goes funky real quick for some here and there for some reasons. But overall, the game is really well done. It's really smooth. I haven't had any problem with the servers at all. I know there were some problems right off the get, but that's expected. It's EA. It's beta. It happens every single time. It's nothing new or exciting. So you're going to have that, and you're probably going to have that tomorrow on the 29th as well. When the floodgates open, they're probably going to go down again and have another whole plethora. But as far as my experience so far, the game, zero lag, zero problem getting into any games. So that's a bonus right off the bat. My PS3 hasn't frozen, so that already beats Black Ops and Homefront. That throws my PS3 probably 50 times together. But what do we got? We got sound. The sound in this game is amazing as always, and I highly suggest you play on war tapes. Just go in to the options, put it on war tapes, and be done with it. War tapes is just phenomenal. The audio in this game, hands down, beats 99.9% of the shooters out there by leaps and bounds. And then graphically, like I said, graphically this game is beautiful. The Frostbite 2 engine gives it justice. Everything that's been hyped about the Frostbite 2 engine is well deserved, and I would expect probably at some point these other shooters are going to have to come up with a new engine or try to at least buy into this Frostbite 2 engine that these guys have developed, if they even would allow that. They might not. But so other improvements, medics, when medics res you now, you have an acceptance menu. You either accept it or respawn. It's none of this Rambo resing bad medic thing going on that plagued Battlefield Bad Company 2. It made for some funny videos, but at the same time it was just a bad experience, especially when you got one of them on your team, or 2 or 3 of them at that. So now you got an acceptance thing, so that alone right there is huge. Attachments, and I'm going to start with the Engineer because that's what I'm playing right now. Actually, what I'm running around with is the M4. It's the starter gun for the Engineer, and I'm running around with the holographic sight, suppressor, and I think you also get a specialist where you can put in like sprint, extra ammo, I think is all on flak jacket, and EXPL, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. It might be extra EXP while you're leveling. I have to get more into that as we go down the line, but you also get to attach one of those. But as Engineer, we all know in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you started out with a suppressor. Every gun had a suppressor on. You started with a suppressor. Now you have to go through and actually unlock it, which, in my opinion, is a huge improvement. Simply due to it stops people from using nothing but Engineer and, say, Team Deathmatch when they release this, Squad Deathmatch, and everything else. It stops that. You actually have to go in, and people may not like the guns that are in the Engineer kit, so you're not going to see 19 or 20 Engineers out of 20 people running around. It's going to be, you know, a different aspect. So I'm glad they did that. That's another huge improvement. And as far as the other attachments go, they put bipods in the game now. They flashlights, laser sights. There's a sight that just puts, it's like open sights, but keeps the tip of your sight red and glow, and it's really, really well done. I was actually really surprised. It helps out the sight immensely, but it still keeps that open sight feel to it for those of you guys that really, really love open sights. It gives you just that little bit extra to help you aim, and it glows in the dark and everything else. It's really, really cool. And then flashlights, you can actually turn them on and off. So you can turn them on and then get through the darkness, or blind people with them. And I'm telling you, when somebody flashes that thing in your eyes, your character actually puts his hand up, and you literally, I mean, it whites out your TV screen. It completely whites it out. It is bright and does its job. You can also blind people with the lasers. You'll see lasers going in my eyes through this. You'll see flashlights going in my eyes through this. But I really wanted to get into was a flashlight, though, because you can turn it on and off, and you see people here and there throughout the video. They'll be like 300 yards away, and they'll have their flashlight on for no reason. It's not doing them any good. What that allows me to do is see them, though, and I don't think a lot of people know that they can turn it off. So if you're going to hunker down like that, turn the flashlight off, and if you get up to move, turn it back on. It's one of those things that gives you, it's another tactical advantage. If you're up in close quarters, you know, flash that flashlight around and blind people. I mean, it works out really, really well. I got another gameplay where I blinded like 6 dudes. There wasn't anything I don't even know if they knew what to do, to be completely honest. But I like the flashlight. I like the flashlight a lot. And the suppressor, I finally unlocked that, and the suppressor helps out big time, especially in close quarter maps like this as well. And it's going to be big time help in team deathmatch, I suspect. But you have to go through and unlock every single gun and unlock a suppressor for every single gun. You can't just unlock the suppressor and then have it for every gun, if that makes any sense. So I like the way they do that. Leveling up wise, it does take a little while to level up, but that's how DICE, years to level is their saying. But one thing I hope is, in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you had everything unlocked by level 26. And it had 50 levels in the game, so it kind of made it pointless to level after that point. So hopefully they have unlocks throughout the whole entire match, or not the whole entire match, but the whole entire leveling experience. But the farther I go, we'll see, because it is unlimited leveling in the beta, and the beta is all the way until October 10th. So it's a pretty big beta, lengthwise, and we'll see what happens there. And I'm sure it's going to be huge open beta. There's going to be, I can't imagine how many people are going to flood the gates come tomorrow. But as you can see, too, there's a lot of stuff all over the screen. But it doesn't really detract from what you're doing. They made it so you could see it, but at the same time, you can see through it. And the HUD is really well done, I thought, and it doesn't detract from your gaming experience. Like, you're not getting blocked off if you kill somebody you can't see and all this other stuff. Oh, another thing, you can get different attachments for your pistols even. You got flashlights on the pistols, laser sights on the pistols, among other things. There's just so much you can do and really get your soldier the way you want to make your soldier and play your game. And just tactically, the game is just excellent. And that's about what I got for you guys on a first look. I think I go like 49-20 in this game. It was like one of my better games. Actually, it was my best game. But oh, prone, and we can go prone now. Like I said, and you can dive, and this game, it's a solid 9 even in beta, right out the gate. I'm enjoying myself. This is what I expected, and I wouldn't expect anything less out of DICE. They've listened to the community. They've done the game justice, and it can only get better, in my opinion. It's not like, they keep putting out the same flawed game over and over and over again. There are a couple issues. You can see a lot of people camping, and a lot of other things. But at the same time, like when I see people camping in a building, or I see people in the bushes, they're easily taken care of. You can take the building down. You can take part of the building around them down. And right now, like I said, there's a lot of people camping, but and some of the environments aren't totally destructible yet, as far as I could see. And I think they're kind of controlling that right now in the beta. But when that comes out, you're going to be able to probably take down the whole building around them, and bushes being destructible, being able to shoot down all the bushes, all the trees, and this and that, because there's some trees that aren't able to be taken down. And I think they just haven't unlocked it all. But overall, very, very well done. I'm loving what I see so far, and right now, I would suggest going and picking up this game. You're not going to be disappointed whatsoever. I can only imagine what the other maps are once we get into vehicle combat are going to look like. But this map here, the one map we do get to see, excellent. Excellent map structure. The way they did it, in, out, the way the sun's coming, the sun can blind you. I mean, it's just excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's what I got for you guys. I wanted to get it up to you ASAP. And as always, guys, have a great day. There's a ton more of this coming. Peace.